Hey everybody. We are fixing to do a special Mercury Retrograde spread reading, spread style, as if it was like a private reading, but it's going to be just.
Show me what you got.
Really? That was my ringtone, everybody. Okay.
That's really funny. Show me what you got. Okay, so Mercury retrograde has a lot to show you, and we're gonna show you what we got.
You might feel like you have to prove yourself. That's pretty funny. I got that ringtone from Rick and Morty, if you don't know. I'm a goofball, so. Anyway.
So this reading's gonna be general, right?
It's like very general. We're just gonna be pulling cards until they don't make sense. Basically, I don't know if we're
pretty
even...
much a storyline if you think about it.
It's gonna be like, I don't know, it might end up being like 10 cards.
I don't think we'll really go further.
I don't know.
Than that.
Yeah, more than that, and I don't know. We're trying to keep this a little short.
But she's got some information to give you about the transits and Mercury retrograde.
It's technically Tuesday, but by the time this actually uploads, probably won't be Tuesday anymore. But
we're using our
this is the space weather we're working with at this very moment of the reading. So the moon's in Libra right now. Let's get that out of the way. The sun's in Cancer. It's still Cancer season. But a lot of these transits have to do with Mercury, which is retrograde in Leo, conjunct Mars, which is my first point here. Conjunctions, I'm not going to explain what they are actually. It'll cut down the time to look at that stuff. But if you're confused at any of these jargons that I use, feel free to Google or hit me up later. I'll try to explain the details of how things work the best I can.
Mercury stays retrograde until the end of this month. I'm not sure the exact day, but it's right up to one of the end days of this month.
Yeah, I feel like it's the 28th, but don't quote me. Look it up. Anyway, so what we have, Mercury I wrote down the transits and a little bit about the energy, just a little bit, so I'm going to try to read it actually for once. So Mercury conjunct Mars in Leo is assertive action in the public, family, and anything that people can observe of you, love and creation. So it's going to be children and art and music and expressions of your heart. And then we have Mercury in Leo trine Chiron and Aries, which is stable pressure from the universe to identify vulnerabilities and communicate them with an open heart. So that's another quality of fearlessness and establishing identity and for healing purposes. Mars trine Chiron and Aries, stable pressure to treat, which is an action. Mars is action oriented. So this is not just diagnosing like Mercury trine Chiron would be. Mars is the treatment. So we have stable pressure to treat old wounds and past traumas. So we're going a lot deeper than we might be aware of, which is everybody's really sensitive. It's Cancer season on top of it, so all of our emotions are really accessible. Then we have Mercury in Leo square Uranus and Taurus, which is an erratic but super genius energy. It could stimulate anxiety or creativity. It depends on what you decide to do with your thoughts.
Right.
How you master yourself. Cancer Sun trine Neptune and Pisces, overly idealistic. Advice is to be careful. Don't get caught lying to yourself. It's easy to delude yourself right now for anything. Just go with your intuitive emotional intelligence. You're feeling good, feeling bad, tight, or relaxed about something is going to guide you through all of this stuff, and we have to go with our integrity as well. The things aren't going to be as clear, so we have to stick with our core. And Mars and Uranus, Mars square Uranus. Mars again would be in Leo and Uranus is in Taurus. Be mindful of your body and environment or any movements, because accidents are more prone to happen right now. Look out for hot tempers, elation, manic energy, passion, excitement. Meditation will aid in all of this and alleviate a lot of the symptoms of this particular transit. It's super important.
Okay, so basically, I want to bring up something real quick. I have a friend, and this morning...
Nina.
Yeah,
I read that.
You read it, right? And it's like basically just what you said, just to remind me.
Yeah.
And I told her meditation.
Right.
Like,
I thought you did a good answer.
no, thanks.
I've been telling people to meditate too. I had a friend hit me up that's in Switzerland right now and couldn't sleep last night. And I told him to meditate, focus on his breath, and breathe as if he was asleep. And he added a visualization onto it, which I thought was really cool. He told me about this morning, which was thinking about stairs, walking downstairs, and with each step feeling more relaxed. I thought that was really smart.
That's a really good one.
So he took what I said to do and like ran with it. So there's your idea of trying to be more mindful. This last one is the one that I feel like needs the most caution, because this could cause auto accidents. This could be like burning yourself on the stove because you're moving too fast, or, you know, any number of things, like not thinking before you do something. Your actions are likely to get all electrified right now. So you want to be very cautious how you walking meditations are really probably the best thing for this, because everything is going to be so fast. So Mercury retrogrades aren't something to be afraid of. Listen to Rick Levin. He talks more about this, but what you really want to do is just to be more aware, more mindful of the actions you take. Read things twice if you're looking at, you know, contracts or whatever. Don't I mean, you can make the same decisions you make at any other time, but the likelihood that you'll be in a hurry is more active right now because Mercury's closest to the Earth.
Definitely be more mindful of your thoughts in general. This is a time where things could kind of like, you could literally be thinking about something and not really intend it, and this energy will take it and run with it real quick. It's kind of like, be careful what you wish for energy.
That's all. You know, I didn't know. We should decide right now. Do you want to use that deck? And I'll throw in cards too.
Sure.
Or do you want to set 2 cards, like from each, 1 card from each, or, you know, 2 from my deck, 2 from your deck, and we'll do like that. Because we didn't talk about this yet.
I think we can do 1 and 1. I just think every other. Boom, boom,
okay.
boom, boom.
So I'm thinking about
boom.
using. I feel like I'm getting more confident with this deck. It looks like Jack might try to jump up. I couldn't tell. Jack is my cat. It's my old man. No, he's good. He's going under her bed. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Card blessing.
Yeah.
That's so important. All right, so we're going to ask you what we normally do, to take a few breaths, focus your energy, lend your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever, your deities, to help us bring the right messages, to have the spirit of angels, truth, love, and light to guide our words, so that the right messages get delivered, that our egos get removed, so we can actually deliver the messages that need to be delivered for everybody for this Mercury retrograde. I'm used to doing moons.
Yeah.
So.
Alright.
Well, I guess I'm waiting for the cards to feel right.
Well, she will do the honors and pull first.
Prince of Cups. This is, I believe, the Knight of Cups in the regular tarot. This is all about like art, music, emotions, inspiration. This could be a message. So
all right,
we're already starting with a message. So
right.
the message is to go with the flow, just in this one card.
But what does Mercury represent? Communication,
right.
Messages. So that's perfect.
So this,
and
like,
actually, I'm thinking about sticking it right here.
This is coming from the heart. So that's a great start. That's a very touchy-feely we were talking about. This Leo, Mercury's in Leo, okay? So this is a very, like, on-point card because Leo energy is all about emotion, you know? For a fire sign, it's very warm.
And that's how
way.
you know we've honed right into the energy by that first card being a communication card and this being a Mercury reading.
I love it.
Oh, now we got the Ace of Swords. Mercury retrograde, just like we were explaining, tends to be a little bit sharp.
It's like big energy because it's intense and it's fast. So this is new ideas, a flood of like thoughts that make you emotional and inspire you and make you want to create.
Right, I was just about to say you could be feeling very inspired right now. Some people, because it is a sword over in this card, some people cannot be agreeing exactly with all your ideas, your intentions, but that doesn't mean you don't go with how you feel.
Well, yeah, that's part of the point is you have to go with your intuition. Like, if you do that, if you don't do that, you're missing out on an integral piece of the point of this whole, like, theme of reading already. Like, you can't do that, so. Okay, one more card. Nice swords. Yeah, super pointy. So this goes with that creativity or anxiety thing. Like, you could be stimulated. That was Mercury square Uranus. So this is definitely Mercury square Uranus energy, like where you're challenged and feeling like you can't sleep and your thoughts are overrun. It's time to like go back, take a step back and feel your feelings in a different way. You can't be going so fast about it because it's causing too much chaos.
Anxiety, like she had mentioned earlier, this is basically anxiety, you know, and if you let that kind of overcome your thinking, that's all you're going to be creating.
It's a law of attraction here. What's coming is already, like, you already have a lot of mental momentum. So you want to say that 3 times.
Mental momentum.
Mental momentum.
It's like kind of like a rap, like mental momentum. Mental momentum.
Oh my God. That's great. Like, it'd be a techno song too. Anyway, we're there right now. So this is all new. Like, so you're already having floods of newness, and but this is like a cycle of old thoughts. So it's like clashing with what could be coming in for you. So what you want to do is clear things that don't make you feel good.
All right, so I got Justice. So considering this card with this Mercury retrograde, it brings up a lot of...
The moon's in Libra right now, too. That's the Libra card.
Right, and...
Fair emotions. We want to feel...
Mercury retrograde will tend to bring up, like, little tests from the past. It can bring up things that need to be completed. So if you're definitely dealing with things with the Justice Department, court, anything like that, you know, you're... Like, let's say you were involved in a big court case and now things are finally moving forward. Things are being revisited. It could be causing a lot of anxiety, but it's finally getting to be revisited in a justice sort of way.
Frankly, if you are dealing with a court case right now, I would be hard. I totally understand why you'd be anxious.
Yeah. Having
a court case right now, right in the middle of Mercury retrograde in this kind of space weather. Like, I get it. It makes perfect sense why anybody would be freaking out right now. But already with the first card, what we're supposed to do is go with the undercurrent of energy, right? So let's see this is fun. This is like, this morning when I woke up, I knew we had to do something different. So I'm excited about this. Like, this is already going somewhere very... Like, I always like seeing copacetic energy. All this ties in. So, maybe copacetic's not the right word. Okay, so we have the Fool. This is the Uranus card, really. Okay? So, we have upheavals, electricity, leaps of faith. Where's the camera at? Okay? This is like lightning strikes of inspiration, which... is all coming into this. So that's the higher mind energy of, like, it's another level of what Mercury already does. Mercury is all about, it's the monkey mind, and Uranus is like the step above that. Like when you do meditate, it's the lightning strikes of ideas, the visions that you get. I'm getting goosebumps. The visions that you get while you're meditating, it's the things, it's the sudden resolution of thoughts that you get when you're feeling it, because you took a step back.
When you're feeling it. All right, we got the Six of Cups. So this is a card of reminiscing, of feeling, going back and just enjoying how you were feeling back in the good old days. So that really ties right on in.
I mean, Cancer season's already nostalgic, so that's you're writing. Maybe something from your past makes sense instead of like cycling negative energy. You're actually able to remember the good things that happened, which is really wise to do. You can rewrite your tension, your traumas, your memories by going back and recreating emotions inside those memories.
Right.
So this is a really good way to clear the Nine of Swords energy.
With the Six of Cups, I'm really feeling like it's saying to focus on the positive. Really, 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 in all this going on, focus on the positive.
Which is not to gaslight yourself,
No.
okay? This is not to like completely not to railroad or bulldoze your feelings, but it's to say you've already hashed out that shit. You cannot solve it, so you have to rewrite the things that you're thinking about and pick better thoughts. You know, you can't continue to beat a dead horse. Ooh, Strength card. That's getting your thoughts in control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like pretty much anybody who's watching this is getting it. Like, they don't need, I don't think we're gonna have to keep pulling cards. This is basically the same thing I just said on the front.
This 8 will be like 8.
Yeah, like the Leo card. I just pulled this yesterday for like the angel that says fuck, or that fucking angel on Instagram. So go to that. There's a do and a don't. It's very, it's the believe card number 3. This is big self-mastery energy. This is really, really, really sexy. I think when I encounter this strength card in people, it's one of the more attractive qualities. It's acknowledging your dark side, but also coming to it and making friends with it and holding back any ugliness involved and choosing the positive thing to do instead. It's such sexy mindfulness. So let's see what this is about.
The Empress to end this reading. So with everything being put together, since the first card out was the Prince of Cups, this was just reiterating.
We're gonna do bottom of the decks, though.
Yeah, of course. I'm just putting everything together real quick.
Sorry, I didn't mean. I did interrupt.
Just reiterating that this reading, like we said, is for Mercury Retrograde. And then we pulled the Ace of Swords, so this is going to be a little pokey and things aren't going to be super easy.
Like a cactus.
Exactly what I was thinking. You could be having very creative energy coming. And then we went into the Nine of Swords, so this can be anxiety inducing. Just feeling unsure. You could be feeling unsure. Yeah, we have
I forgot there's a cactus.
Yeah. Not feeling 100% certain, ideas flowing in and out, and then we come along with the Justice card. So things are becoming just, things are getting put together, things are being revisited.
It's like an inner authority.
Right.
Choosing to be equal.
Yeah.
And equalizing.
Things are being revisited that need to be revisited in order for things to come to justice.
Feel so good about this reading.
And then we go to the Fool, which is also the Uranus card, and then you were touching base a lot on that card, revisiting.
It's just wild how much Uranus is happening right now, and how it came out. Like everything, the Leo card came out, the Strength card. It's Leo, Uranus, Cups, Cancer, like Canis Major. I believe. I don't think that has it's like more in the Gemini arena, but it's still communication, and
with all this Mercury
it makes me feel
energy,
so good.
you're really, really feeling it, and you need to be concentrating on the things that have worked for you in the past.
We need to riff on her a little bit. She is abundance. She is she's not so content that she doesn't have more desires, but it's like she still has things to accomplish, but she's so happy where she's at. This is a really good it's the right emotion to pick out of all of the thoughts and all of the feelings you could be feeling about your past, future, and present. You're choosing to be satisfied where you are. That's so delicious.
But in order to be satisfied where you are, you have to choose strength
and self-mastery and self-parenting to that level where you don't need to go outside of yourself to know that you're okay. You don't have to get told that you're okay. You tell yourself you're okay and believe it. Like, this reading is dope. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right.
Hey, you guys.
Oh yeah, bottom of the deck. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely choosing to walk away from things that don't serve us anymore. It's that 5 of Cups thing.
When I read from the bottom of the deck, I usually like to consider it as the underlying.
For sure.
Just because it is the bottom of the deck. So yeah, you said you pulled the 5 of Cups, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's all Ophiuchus in this deck, which people love to make fun of the Ophiuchus constellation / astrological side.
I got the 10 of Cups. So ideally, I'm feeling like the underlying is you go in feeling like the 5 of Cups, and at the end of this Mercury retrograde, you're going to come out feeling like the 10 of Cups as long as you stay within the right frame of mind when it comes to thoughts, communication, and just anything that has to do with words, spells.
And everything, the whole theme is if you could feel anything, pick the 6 of Cups, pick the 10 of Cups, pick the underlying abundance energy. Don't pick the lack thoughts. Pick ones that give you goodness and feed you positivity. Ugh, this is a great reading. Like,
absolutely, I love this. This was awesome.
There's nothing left to grieve anymore. That's worth grieving. You've already tried to do that. Okay?
All right. Well, we hope you really got something super useful out of this reading. And you'll see us next time.
And if you want a personal one, just let us know.